Hello and welcome back to my videos. I'm Klepik and today is the last time you'll be seeing this silly little drawing of me on screen because I'm making a PNGtuber. This is not a tutorial, but I will be putting below who helped me. This video on screen right now, or in the corner, haven't decided yet, was an absolute godsend to me. It's the only video I needed to get started and make my PNGtuber, and it's very well explained. And also, the creator's just like super silly, and I liked their PNGtuber that they made, so definitely go check them out if you want to make a PNGtuber of your own. So, why did I want to make this PNGtuber? Because I want a cool little thing to make my videos look like cool little videos. I thought having a PNGtuber could really upgrade the quality of my videos, and I haven't even used it yet, but I already think it's going to drastically improve my quality. First of all, I have a huge range of emotions now. Normal talking, existential crisis, embarrassed, sobbing my eyes out, screaming my head off, surprised, and starry eyes. That's way more than what I currently have, where I'm mostly just lazy and reusing old thumbnail drawings I did for YouTube videos. But besides emotions, I also have a cool little platform I get to float on now for my videos that lets you get to know about me and what I love, like Michelangelo, Miku, Twilight. How could those things possibly relate to each other except for on this platform? Who knows? But I somehow got them to do that. Honestly, I am pretty proud of the background though. It took 2 hours to come up with everything on it, and I wasn't sure with how it would turn out, but I really like it now. I wanted to have a bit of a unique premise for my PNGtuber to compensate for my lack of a detailed character, so I tried to make a very unique background for it, that being the platform I'm sitting on. I think that helps me stand out some and fixes my inferiority complex when I look on Pinterest for PNGtuber inspiration and see the most beautiful, drop-dead gorgeous, amazing designs my eyes have ever been blessed with. Anyway, on to my process of this PNGtuber. So originally I wanted to make a VTuber, but then I slowly realized why that wouldn't be possible. It's a list. It is a long list, so here we go. The program I was using was Live2D, and it's the most popular platform for it, and it has the most tutorials, but it is very much paywalled, and I am not paying for something that might not even work out. Also, Live2D is so complicated. I couldn't be creative with it because I just kept having to follow other people's tutorials who did not look like my character at all, and I just was so confused. Second or third, it was so slow and frustrating. Hey, look how cute this is. I'm horrified. What did they do to my guy? PNGtubing is for me because it is simple-minded. I am too simple-minded for Live2D. Fourth, the mouth and eyes I wanted to rig was just way better done as a PNGtuber. That's actually the reason I switched over to PNGtubing, because the things I wanted to do, like have expressions quickly change instead of moving my face to get them to change slightly, was way better done with PNGtubing. Also, I think PNGtubing just fits me better. I can update it on the fly, which I'm probably going to do, and end up with like 50 possible expressions. And again, it's just simple to use, and I just love the program. Actually, I'm going to go on a rant about the program, about how much I love the program. I forgot to mention what I used actually. It's talked about in the video I mentioned before, but I'm gonna mention it again, so you hopefully don't leave me and just go to that video. So the program I used was Veadotube, Veadeo tube as in YouTube. This program was the best thing to ever happen to me. I am so incredibly simple when it comes to technology. Like, it took me 5 hours and 5 strangers on Discord helping me to download Miku's voice banks so I could make music with her. I am terrible with files and getting things to run on computers, but this program was so easy to get started with. Not only was the download easy, but the actual interface is so simple. It took a silly little guy talking to me for 10 minutes in YouTube video for me to understand everything I needed to know. And that doesn't even mean the program is too simple or rudimentary either, because it's really not. It really is just like as complex as you need it without being like stupidly hard. Sorry if it sounds like I'm like hyping up this program and am like completely monetized, but it's actually so good, and I'm genuinely not monetized. I don't even think they monetize, or that website monetizes. And I also love it because it's free, because that means anybody can be creative with it and have a lot of fun like I am. I may have got a little sidetracked hyping it up, but back to the task at hand, as in talking about myself. So back to actually explaining my process. After I decided Life 2D wasn't for me, after I asked some questions on Reddit, I found out PNGtubing would be a much better fit for me. So I spent like 10 minutes researching it and then watching a video, and then I was off to the races. I immediately came up with expressions I wanted to have and looked over other PNGtubers on Pinterest to get some inspiration for mine. And then the next day I worked on the background, which took about 2 hours. I also had a list of things I wanted to include for the background that I ended up doing. Like, I included a lot of paint supplies, art supplies, blah blah blah, Michelangelo, Twilight, and Miku again. Just thought I'd mention that like random pair, triple again. So the background was honestly a really trust in the process for me, because it did take a while and I wasn't really sure about it until I put my actual PNGtuber on it, and then I was like, oh hey, that's actually really cool. After that, I went into actually drawing myself on the platform, and honestly, it took way longer than expected. Like, I draw myself all the time for videos, and that takes like 10-15 minutes, but for these, I actually have to try and make them look good since I'll be using them for a while, and also animating them was kind of a pain, since I had to have like a blinking expression, and mouth open expression, a mouth closed expression, a mouth open while blinking expression for some of them too. So I did about one expression a day, or whenever I had time, until I had finally gotten all 8, I think, expressions done that I wanted to have. I also did a lot of copy pasting, and I am not ashamed to admit so. You can see some of the poses are just the same with different expressions or slight tweaks. Like, I slightly changed the arm placement for a different pose, but I'm not ashamed. They look good, I like them, and I'm happy. So call me a cheater. I'm fine being a cheater in that regard. As I made more expressions though, it did get increasingly difficult to keep up with all my animation files, because they all looked kind of the same at first glance, which might make the speed paints for this video kind of odd looking, but that's okay. All right, so I covered my process, I covered my motivations, and I covered the purpose behind making this. I can't see any other things I need to cover about this thing. So I think it's time to show you guys the finished product. Are you ready? Drum roll, please. You better be drum rolling, please. It's gonna be really awkward if you're not. All right. Ta-da! This is my new PNGtuber. I hope you like them. I love it. I really love how this turned out. So I'm gonna run through the emotions really quick. So first we have me normal talking. This is gonna show up in like all of my videos. It's gonna like open with this. That's why I spent the most time on it. What? No, I would totally never admit that. And then we have existential crisis or bored. This one's fun. I'm just laying down. And then after that we have embarrassed. I really like the like little sweat animations on this. I think this one's cute. You can see Miku's embarrassed too. Miku is also like having an existential crisis with me on this one. And then after that we have crying. The crying animation, I had to go through like several retries of this because I couldn't really get the animation right, but I think I did end up getting it right and I really like it. And then Miku's kind of concerned here, which I feel kind of bad for, but that's okay. Then after that we have my favorite, which is angry. I'm so mad at everybody. I really like this one because it shakes when I talk, and also the expression is just really funny. So I really like this one. And then you can see like everything stops shaking when I'm not talking. Like check this out. I'm just like silently glaring at the camera. Can you feel how mad I am at you all right now? Just kidding. I love you all. And then after that, we have surprised. This one has a really fun blink when I stop, and I made it blink kind of often, I think. Like you can set the duration to like blink more often, and I think that's what I did with this one. So I like it. Hold on, let me show you. There we go. Also, Miku looks really funny. She's like, it's like my arm is a cliff and she's looking over it. That's kind of like the vibes I got when doing this, and she's just looking out into the horizon like, oh my gosh. And then after that, lastly, we have starry eyes. This is like gonna be when I'm like really excited for something. As you can see, there's like sparkle animations going above my head. I'm just like in complete awe of whatever I'm talking about, and Miku and me's eyes match in this, so that's also really fun. Yay! Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making this. I'm super excited to use it in my upcoming videos and like all my videos from now on. I think that's all I have to say for this. If you did like the video, you should definitely consider liking, commenting, or even subscribing. And with that, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Goodbye! I'm angry at all of you. Kidding. I love you. I have to like get used to like switching emotions because like they're by number, so I don't know what's going on. But don't worry, I'll memorize it. This video is going on too long. Goodbye!